Internet, and welcome to Tales of Terragia. I am your Dungeon Master and Cosmic Tour Guide, Nick Salentano, and these are my 6 players who are all going to roll simultaneously to see how well their night's going to go. Roll for me, players.
Okay, alright.
Shout your numbers. What
15!
15!
Woo!
18!
11!
10!
Above average.
Not so
A
bad.
room of above average.
Right in the middle.
Good job, guys. Good job.
We're going to have 3 new characters by the end of the night. If we're lucky.
It's not all that we need.
But while they're rolling up new characters, go ahead and follow at Tales of Terragia on X, Instagram, on Threads, on TikTok, and right here on YouTube. We're gonna go ahead and start off our episode right now. Last time, the Second Law went into full detective mode in hunting down the murder of Harmony's teacher and Professor Veyron, and one of the student clerics at Prismari. After interviewing some students and staff at Prismari, you ventured out into the city proper to make your way to the Kusaria, Yokai's massive house of healing. On your way, you cross paths with a familiar face, Kiln, the tiefling bounty hunter, and his elemental Mork. They have been hired by a small family of Irina, the Sprickle family, to guard them as they make their journey towards Port Kazushi. You sort of invited yourselves along, as you also need to leave Sylvant Dynasty via boat. He wasn't too excited about that, but Mork was. That's pretty much all that matters. But he agreed to let you guys come along. He said that he was setting out first thing in the morning that following day, so tomorrow. Your investigation into the Kusaria yielded some results, primarily in the form of uncomfortable truths. The cleric responsible for the murder of Perseverant and the student cleric doesn't seem to be linked at all to the Kusaria, was a complete and total imposter, leading you to follow the only lead you had, the Shard of Immortality, held in the heart of the ocean, a structure Tem was able to see in a dream gifted to him by his goddess. So now, you have your heading, you have your goal, you have your method of travel. But it can't be that easy, can it? As you pass through Yokai, you are met face to face with one of the many tears in the plains that rips itself open as a hostile creature from the Feywild spills right out. You all see a massive spiral shell coated in long, nasty-looking spines wheel out of the portal and splash into a narrow river that winds through the Silver Ribbon district here. It was dormant for just a few moments before dark maroon tentacles lashed out from the spiral shell, snatching up bystanders off the side of the street. So Second Law, please roll initiative for me.
Use the same die.
I'm gonna use a different die.
Wow, that is how my night's gonna go, because I got a 10.
The
Alright, top of the round. Harmony, you are up first with Basil on deck. Oh, actually, Harmony and Basil, you qualify for a duet.
Oh!
This
Wait,
fight.
have we done one?
we not, I believe.
Ooh.
You guys have your duet available to you if you would like to use it.
I think you
Do
string
it.
me along
Do
and
it.
just do a nice little hop and step.
I feel like we have done it before. Maybe not. But either way,
That's not in your books.
I won't.
Harmony.
Regardless, I would probably just run a few feet forward. As everyone's like raising their weapons and everything, and it's grabbing people, like, wait! Just put them down, and we can find a way to help you and send you back, or maybe get you settled here safely. I'll try to cast suggestion on the thing. To like put the people down and not attack.
I don't know if this thing can be reasonable. It looks pretty scary.
Looks.
It's worth a shot, though.
Don't judge based on its looks, Basil.
Not the first law. Second law, protect the little people. Okay, okay.
I didn't choose to be here.
It's a wisdom save, correct?
Yeah. 15.
14 on the die. But it's wisdom. Oh, so 18.
Dang. Alright, well then it doesn't work, so I assume it just keeps going.
As these big tentacles kind of whip around.
There's gotta be something we can do, like, let's just try to freeze him in place, maybe. And I'll give.
You heard her. Make it stop moving.
Alright, give me 2. Well, I have so many bonus actions now. Yeah. Basil, you're from the Fae too. Maybe you can. I don't know. Tell it to put everyone down, and I'll give you a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna listen to reason.
There's your inspo.
Oh. Anything else, Harmony?
Wait, how does my I mean, I guess I'll just keep running closer. Just like wait. 30. Okay.
Basil, you're up.
Is it grabbing people close by? Can I like run up to the closest tentacle and like, let them go, and try to like snip off the tentacle to loosen their grip? So
Absolutely.
as close as I need to get to be wherever that may be, I suppose.
I'll say you'll have to be within at least 10 feet of it.
Okay.
Can I also do the charisma saving throw to give it an enervation die?
Oh.
I had to look up how it would. But yeah, whenever I use my lyre to give inspiration. Yeah.
9.
Yeah, it's close.
Okay,
as I
so
can
it
get from there.
fails.
Still 10 feet. Yeah.
So it has. I'll just keep
5 and then
an
he's
eye on
these
it
4.
for myself.
Yes,
but-
he's the large.
Yeah, so does that count within 10 of there?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll do that and I will start taking my newfound scissors and start trying to chop away at the tentacles holding on to people. Just, let him go!
Yes, roll a hit.
I'll use filth at the same time. Ooh, that's a nat 20 on one.
Hey! Starting off strong. That
It's a net 20 on one and then a 17 on the other.
hits. First one hits.
First one hits.
Second one does not.
So and as that's like snips down, then I'll just all the lightning and thunder will just come down, flow through from my ears and just pulse through in between the scissors of the between the scissor blades, and then that comes through. You just hear a slenderous smite as it comes together.
Yeah.
And that will be on the crit. So I'm gonna
Sherlock.
need some D8s, please.
You know what? You can go.
I'm gonna use a second level spell slot for this, so 6. So I think that's it for there.
Just friendly advice to any DMs out there: if one of your players requests to be a paladin, just say no.
I'm gonna re-roll
Smite is
these two, this 1 and 2. Math. 22, 31, 31 smite damage, and then that is the attack damage for another 7 slashing damage. However all that was total.
Who do you think you are, Anara?
Does it
That's a
have
crit.
arms left?
Short fight.
With that amount of damage, you do snip that tentacle right off, so he does have one less tentacle to use.
How many tentacles are there that we can see?
Not for all of us.
I'm looking at the mini, but I should be looking at the stat block.
3 for everyone.
You said
So
Four.
let's see.
4. Okay.
So and now has 3.
Sorry. Sorry for you.
Where did the person go who was attached to the thing?
Just the tentacle dropped, and they kind of like hit and landed on that little like railing, and then just rolled into the water.
Oh. I was gonna be like, I would hope to try to like grab them and drag them away, but
They can probably swim.
that is
I'm sure they're fine.
Maybe.
To let
That's for the
us-
third law to take care of.
The cleanup crew.
Yeah.
I'm sure you take everyone. Now let the rest go.
We must be off now.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
We have other people to save over
The law
there.
is the first
sure-
law.
Yeah, right,
It's just
just
an
kind of-
endless
it's a
cycle
circle.
of-
Yeah.
That's everything.
We're actually just the Ouroboros. Just
Yeah. Anara, you're up.
Is this stairs going up
Yes.
like this? 4, 5, 6. I'll get onto the halfway up the stairway, and then I'll use my longbow.
Mm.
So that one.
You accidentally use the splinter shot, so the arrow just gets split in half and goes on either side of the first one.
Second attack.
Mhm.
That is a 19.
Just hits.
Just hits. Okay. Alright. 13 points of piercing damage. I will also use my bonus action to make that a Kensai shot, which
Mm.
gives me an extra D4 damage, I think.
Sure does.
That's 13 plus 4.
That advice I gave about for
17.
paladins, same thing with mine.
So that's 17 points of piercing damage, and I would also use a key point to make this a stunning strike,
Okay.
Yes, you will.
because it's a
Because she's a
monk
stunner.
weapon. So,
Stunning.
DC 15, I think it is. Constitution save.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Let's forget another
Always
It's
good for a
19.
reminder there.
Yeah, succeeds.
Always good.
So I think it's not immune to the stun condition, right?
It is not.
So I think it doesn't get stunned, but successful save, the speed is halved until the start of my next turn, and the next attack roll made it has advantage. Whoever attacks it next has advantage
Oh, okay.
on a successful save, and it was 17 points of damage.
Pretty good. Anything else, Anara?
That's everything.
Next is the Eskar Gunk's turn.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It is going to use 3 tentacle attacks. First one on you, Basil. That's a nat 1.
Swing, slicing half as it comes at me.
Second tentacle is closer. 19 hit.
Whoosh! It hits me.
Can I, wait, we're just trying to help! And use the enervation die.
Oh yeah.
So that takes 7 away.
Okay, so that is brings it down to 12 to hit.
And I just as it tries to hit me, I just grab the tentacles in between my pits, being just trying to restrain it, being like, okay, I got to hold it down.
Give me an athletics check real quick.
Sure. 9.
Great.
Perfect.
Its speed is halved.
That's correct.
It is.
Can I add the bardic inspiration onto that?
Yeah, you can put it on saving throws.
Yeah.
Or ability checks. Was it an ability check?
It was
It's an athletics check.
Athletics
so
check.
So you can have advantage basically. You can roll it twice.
Okay, cool. Yes, please. Is that, I don't, what do you call that? Is that the cocked, as I say?
Yeah, that's like a La Ballerina on the
Okay. Okay. So 7. So that was a, what was that? 16?
Makes it a 16.
Makes it a 16.
Yes.
One of those 3 tentacles is considered grappled by you.
Hey! In between the pits.
They're gonna love this.
We just gotta grab the other ones and then figure out how to send them back.
Well, we could just kill it.
Tem, you're up.
Okay.
with Zakkai on deck.
Maybe he's nice.
It doesn't move.
He's misunderstood.
We don't know he's mean yet. He doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, it's like, what is it doing to the other bodies that it has?
That's true. Is he just flinging them around?
It really is. It like grabs things and then it's kind of
Yeah.
swinging them around.
Just has 2 attacks.
It's no. Oh, sorry.
Wilhelm scream.
Because he used one tentacle against.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, there should be.
There were 2 technical
Yes.
attacks against Basil.
I only
but I
stopped
think you
the
said I had
second
3.
one.
Oh okay,
Yes.
so it did have three.
There is a third coming at me.
Tem is just gonna take one little step forward and just like in between both Zakkai and Nik-Nak, just be like, well, this is kind of crazy, huh? And he's gonna just like 2 buddy arms around both of them and be like, we got this.
Tem drunk.
I think that
He was huffing ether in the hospital.
Cast his, or he's gonna, as his action, use his emboldening bond on us 3. So when
That's
we're within
fantastic.
30 feet,
Thanks,
and
Dad.
then
I love
mean,
it.
it's kind of crazy, right?
I love it.
Additional feature with my emboldening bond now. When a creature affected by your emboldening bond is about to take damage, a second bonded creature within the 30-foot radius or 30 feet of each other can use its reaction to teleport to the unoccupied space within 5 feet of the first creature, and then you take the damage instead of them.
Mm.
So
Magical take a bullet for each other.
yes,
Okay,
but
cool.
also you physically move there too.
Nice.
And I'll be like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And you know what, Nik-Nak? I think you got this. And he's gonna like pat him on the back, and is for bonus action gonna put the Lucky Strike cantrip onto.
Ooh, nice.
onto.
So camera is up around Tem, seeing
Yeah.
that nice little buddy
Yeah.
hug,
Yeah.
and as we're like zooming around, as he gives a little pat, I think then there's a third tentacle attack that's coming at
Yes, it is.
Basil as it like pans around.
it missed.
Basil's in
Oh,
the
okay.
background.
Yeah,
Ah!
yeah. I mean, man, it's pretty crazy.
And I'm afraid it could be friendly.
Yeah. You never know what's gonna come through these portals, huh? Really, it's quite wild. And
Chaos.
that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Tens is playing it chill. Zakkai, you're up with Nik-Nak on deck.
Okay, sick. I'm gonna reach into my hand and my hand into my bag of sand, and then I'm gonna pull it out as the sand kind of starts to cover me. I'm gonna sprint forward. I use my Armor of Sand ability. My 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm gonna cast. That one. I'm going to cast Conjure Animals. So I conjure nature spirits that appear as a large pack of spectral, intangible animals in an unoccupied space I can see within range. The pack lasts for the duration, and I choose the spirit's animal form, such as wolves, serpents, birds. I have advantage on strength saves when I'm within 5 feet, and then whenever the pack moves within 10 feet of a creature I can see, and whenever a creature enters its space, or ends its turn there, I can force it to make a dex save, and if it fails, it takes 3d10 slashing.
Oh my god.
And the creature only makes it once per turn.
Crazy little creature. In which case, while I search for an item to use to occupy that space, please, Zakkai, describe what your little critters look like.
Okay, cool. Zakkai is going to like kind of burst forward, pulling the sand out of his magical bag. As it kind of surrounds his hand, this green energy kind of like flashes around the sand as he flings it forward, and these birds kind of come to life, made of sand off of him, flapping into life in this little swarm. They look about to be like falcon, hawk size, a bird of prey, flying toward the... I can make it above, it's flying actually.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm just going to circle it.
So it's not touching the thing, it's just like hovering over
Yeah,
it.
it's above it, and it's like
There's no fly.
swarming, and then if it fails, it takes a shot. It'll
So yeah, they'll
fly down and
clear platforms.
Just put it
Oh,
on.
because you have to conjure it in an unoccupied space.
Yes.
So it's up there.
So dex save?
So dex save.
But I think no damage if it succeeds. That's how I think I read it. I don't think it's half damage.
Its dex save was a 3.
It says only on it. Oh, it fails, so that'll be 3d10.
3d10.
Oh.
Can I
Do well.
borrow? Thank you. Thank you.
Ew.
Okay, that's a 15.
15 damage.
Thank you.
As these little like kind of sand castle birds swoop down and start.
Yeah, they like slash with their talons and like dive bomb them and.
A couple of the birds actually do fully like dive bomb and hit it, but then they just burst into sand and then reform and fly away.
That's cool.
Right.
That's cool.
Anything else?
And they continue to have this kind of green flash to them. You'll notice. No, that'll be my turn.
Alright, Nik-Nak, you're up.
Okay, you're still within its clutches, or it's within yours, or
I have it.
He's
Yeah.
holding one
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
tentacles.
Yeah. I'm in control of the situation.
okay. Nik-Nak's going to see Hops and be like, "Hops, get down!" And he's going, he's gonna go, and he's going to cannonball into the water.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Good douche.
Good douche.
And then, as you see him go under the water, he's going to bonus action use. I've had this for so long, and I've never had the opportunity to use it.
Can you make a charisma check for that gadoosh?
Use it.
Wait, where is it? Hold on, I have
Wait,
it.
did he put
torpedo?
the
Roll for
Riz
catchphrase.
on this
Torpedo?
guy?
He's going to use his amulet of buoyancy that he got
Oh,
way
yeah.
back when, and he's going
Hell
to
yeah.
straight to the top because that's what it does. He brings you straight to the top,
So
and
your
he's going.
water wingies activate.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's gonna run. So what was it?
It becomes one of those like lizards that just like runs on water.
30. Yeah.
It's
Oh
like-
my god, yes.
And so I guess his little feet would probably have this sort of like almost like bubbly sort of like magical effect on them that have him like skate across the water. And so let's see.
Yeah, and or you're closer to it applies to any of us if you're
Okay,
within 30
cool.
feet. Yeah. So if you're within 30 feet of Zakkai or me.
I think
cool.
I'm in 30 feet of everybody.
Yeah.
So all of you also have this effect on your feet. Pop.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You can get 10 creatures in 30 feet of me can now have that
And
effect.
it's like water walk
It's
or
water walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so
No
you
way.
are in the water walk.
Mhm.
Wow.
And so that
Concentrate
was...
your chakra at the bottom of your
And if we go outside of 30 feet, we will just dip into the water.
If you go out there at 30 feet of me, I believe, yes. Yes.
That's good to
Um,
know. Or if we're standing
The
30
further
feet
I get
and
away
you
from him, the
move
further my
away,
heels
as
start to
we-
sink into
Yeah.
the water.
Well, tipping backwards, yeah.
Nik-Nak leaves.
That's actually awesome. I can't be like thrown underwater now from this thing.
Yeah.
So you can get
Yeah,
up
I
close.
can't
you can't
slam
be like-
into the surface of it.
You can get up. I can get up close to it too, which is good.
Anything else, Nik-Nak?
yes.
Ah, did you
So
say
that was
Can I
actually my action.
Mm-hmm.
Make a survival check. To see if that's-
Bonus action, I will have Sledge. He can do it too, actually. So 10, 40. He's just gonna like take point up front.
He's within 10 feet. I think he can attack, right?
I don't think he doesn't have like reach or anything like that.
But I think he can from because I'm able to hit it from.
Oh, am I
5
able to?
feet
Is he
away
able to hit like tentacle?
from that distance?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then yes, he will take a couple hammer swings, or one. He doesn't get two. I can never remember where he is. He's in the actions. Yep.
You got it, Sledge.
Yeah.
Dog.
Go Sledge, get him. 13.
13 does not hit.
Okay, that's the biggest. All right, that's all.
Alright. Top of the round, real quick, I'm gonna see if any glass blades show up.
Oh. Nope. I was just
Oh.
reacting to the
That's a thing that can happen. That kind of.
gonna be on our side, right? Right?
Who's done crime?
Who's causing chaos? Not us.
Not in this city.
From down
Not
this,
yet.
the opposite end of the street, this direction from down this way, you do hear like, halt right there, as like 3 Glassblade members use their dash action. Head towards you, but that's as far as they can get. Harmony, you're up with Basil on deck.
Well, if I see the glass blades coming, I'll just. This creature just came through a portal from the Fae. Help us restrain it. And then I'm going to take my lyre and play a quick little tune. I'm assuming that there's a rope somewhere because it's a dock.
Yeah, there's.
So whatever, just a rope on like the dock next to the thing. I'll just like, I'll start and like play a song, animate the rope, and have the I think I can tell it what to do as I animate it.
I think so. When you activate it, you at least give it one.
Yeah.
Command thing.
Oh yeah, bonus action on my turn to command it. Okay, so yeah, and then I'll use my bonus action to tell it just hold those tentacles in place, and just have the rope like go and try to like grab wrap around the
Which
tentacles.
was the next attack that was made on that creature? Was it
Oh, someone had advantage.
Yeah, it would have been
Yes,
Sledge.
it would have been Sledge because.
Because he would have had advantage.
I mean, should I roll again?
Oh, actually, no. It would have been the birds.
The birds.
But that wasn't an attack roll though. It's like
Oh,
It
no,
was a
it
save.
a
Oh, that's
save.
true.
So
It's a
then it
save.
would have been
Sledge.
Sledge.
Sledge gets to roll again.
He gets another shot.
Go, buddy. Okay, way better. 23.
Hits.
Nice. Okay, great. Aw, Sledge.
Just like a
Attaboy.
random hammer just like pops out of nowhere and just, just hits it.
Cool.
Throws it like a hammer
Yeah.
bro from Mario.
Make sure,
Uh-huh.
make sure we get all our effects.
That is 7 force damage.
And Harmony, your rope starts like slithering off of the duck, kind of like into the water. And for a second, you kind of worry it's gone, but then you see it kind of snake up along the side of the big spiral shell, and kind of like crawling up, and it starts to wrap around a couple of the tentacles.
I'm like playing a little sea shanty type of song. Yeah. Restrain him.
Anything else you were doing, Harmony?
The dancing item acts on my initiative count.
Perfect.
So it takes its turn immediately after mine.
So the rope immediately kind of wraps around 2 of the tentacles and kind of like gets them together and just sort of like flap them like this a little bit.
Okay, yeah, that's good, that's good.
You currently have at least all 3 of its working tentacles grappled or held somehow. Basil, you're up.
Has everyone else in our group seen that the glass blades are coming? If anything, I'll just say,
They shouted, right?
They
Like-
did shout,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Stop right
oh,
now!"
we've
The
restrained
glass blades are
it.
coming. The glass blades are coming.
The glass blades are here. Like,
It's the cleanup crew.
Great.
Third law.
Third law.
just in case we don't want to
Wait,
be
no, I
too
think that
violent in
does.
front of them.
Well, kind of.
Um.
Should we stop?
Yeah. Can I?
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Guys, this is
I
wild.
think 10's high.
Can I like wrap the tentacle like almost like around me a little bit, and then plant the scissors down into the ground to like continue restraining it almost continually, just like hold it myself down with it too, and just like use it as a holding action to almost like be ready to like snip the thing off.
Ooh,
If it like does anything more nefarious, basically just continue the grapple and just as soon as it does anything, close the line.
It's gonna try to, escape that. So make another athletics check against its.
Yes, sir.
The green one. That's why we don't use the green one.
That's a 10.
Okay. 12.
Uh,
But so like you go to like try that maneuver and like stab the scissors into it, but as you kind of like prepare it and you raise the scissors, that raises your arms, which frees the pits, which means the tentacle just whips away.
Try to get a chance to still make like a swipe as
Yeah,
the attack
yeah,
as
I'll
it leaves. That was a 26.
Hits.
And yeah. That's a 13 slashing damage. And why not? Let's smite it again! Stop hurting me? Question mark? For another 9 damage.
Thunderous Smite?
Yes. No, just another divine smite.
Oh, divine. Still takes full damage. Anything else? Basil.
No, that is all.
Anara, you're up.
Question:
Mhm.
do the conjured animals count as something within 5 feet of it attacking it?
Yes.
So I can have sneak attack.
It would give you sneak attack. The only thing that like conjured things won't give you flanking. Like
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting
spiritual
that.
weapon and
Yeah.
stuff doesn't give you flanking. These don't either. But it does
But it-
consider it like
But it's
It will
like
give
there
you
is an
sneak attack.
ally within 5 feet.
Yes.
Right, okay. Yeah. No, I didn't assume it would give me flanking. And if I'm within 30 feet of Nik-Nak, I can stand on the water. Is that right?
I guess I didn't mean to jump.
Are you gonna move?
I got it in my sights.
So 5, 15. I stand on the lily. I'm like, ah, okay, I'm good.
it is awkward because it doesn't look like it makes sense. So you just stand there, sort of at
For a
the
second.
edge.
Nope, it works.
You reach out,
Long
gingerly a
sword.
foot tiptoe on the water, and yeah, there's
I'm going to use the longsword attack. So that is 8 points of slashing damage plus sneak attack, and then I will flurry of blows for 2 unarmed strikes.
yes, roll the hit.
So yeah, sorry, for the second attack, yeah, it's going to be a regular unarmed
Oh, no,
strike.
sure. And then
5 plus, that is probably going to miss, that's 13.
Misses.
Alright, then flurry of blows for 2 more unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
That misses. And that also misses.
Sorry, Anara.
That sucks. Okay.
You get up to it and slice at it. The tentacles are a bit too fast for you, and the only thing that your sword or fist are coming in contact with is large shell, which is pretty tough. Anything else? So you continue to move, or anything else?
No, I'm gonna say that.
It is Escargunk's turn. It is going to use Buzzsaw as all the tentacles kind of withdraw into its shell, and that large spiral shell covered in spikes starts to spin rapidly as it suddenly moves 40 feet that direction.
Does it have limited motion right now, or limited? Is it
It's
not anymore.
It's stopped at the beginning of my turn.
okay? I'll lower it by 10 feet because if it's within, it's the irrepressible dance or whatever. If it's within whatever.
It does have
Whatever it
disadvantage
was.
on its next attack for me because I hit with a longsword. It's the sap effect.
It's
From the rope.
yeah. Sorry, I was just reading it, but I can lower it by 10 feet.
Okay.
When any creature starts its turn within 10 feet of the item, I can increase or decrease the walking speed by 10 feet.
Okay. In which case, just 30 feet that direction. And as it spins, Nik-Nak and Sledgehog, please make dexterity saving throws.
You can add a d4 to it.
If it
Does
moves
it
away
not
from
get-
me, can I make an opportunity attack?
I was just about to ask for you. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Is it dex save?
Yes.
Nik-Nak got a dirty 20.
Mhm.
Nice. And
Oh,
Sledge. got a 22.
Alright, so just half damage, and you're not knocked prone.
Ooh. Oh, in the ocean.
15, so 7 slashing damage.
Opportunity to attack is a dirty 20.
Hits. And then you can make one as well, big.
Oh, cool.
So
I
it's
think I was in.
technically moved out of the room.
Does anything happen with your animals when it leaves its range?
No.
Probably not, since it's a save.
Yeah.
I can chase it down,
Uh-huh.
but
12 points of slashing.
it has to either enter
Or end.
or end.
Whoa, that's a nat
Or
20.
I
Yeah.
have to, hey, or I have to enter its space.
Paladin critical.
So 25 damage.
Slippery little devil.
As I try to get one of the tentacles before it retracts inwards and storms on through.
Definitely able to get a good slice in. That's all it's
A little off the top. Snip, snip.
At this point, it is the glass blade's turn. Well, the first one, who definitely seems to be like a officer or leader of some kind, kind of runs out, draws a sword, and just as expected, you'll see the sword looks like it's made of just glass, but it's, you all know now that it is elven glass, sharper, sturdier than steel. He like draws it, points it down at the creature, and kind of looks at all of you. Are you all right? Is everyone all right? Is there any injuries, any harm?
So far, so good, but
Not time for conversation.
this guy just popped out of nowhere.
Do you have a standard protocol for how to deal with creatures that come through the portals? It's not like it came here on purpose to hurt anybody.
Did it take any action against you or anyone here?
It hit me.
Kill it!
It started grabbing a bunch of people.
Pretty sure there's someone right beneath me drowning right now.
I think that might be the right call, Harmony.
I was thinking I'll do the heroic thing and try to dive under to do it, but I have water walk on, so
It's like a slip and
no.
slide.
Yeah, it's like,
I just thought about trying to help him, but it's like, wait, I
I
can't.
can't reach through the
You try to get far enough away from Nik-Nak, but then you try to get closer and you fly
Fly back up.
First, Glassblade is going to use its longbow to try to attack it. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Hey!
Good.
Sorry, I tried.
Tried to
He's
do the
just
right thing.
misunderstood.
Tried to do the right thing.
10.
It's tricky.
He can't help how he looks.
Here's an inspiration dice. I forgot. I used it.
Longbow attack again. That one misses. Other Glassblade is going to use their longbow. Natural 3, that's not going to hit. Ooh, natural 18.
What, these guys, stormtroopers?
For 21, that's going to hit. 4, 6, 7 damage. And the officer is going to use. So many different commands. He's going to basically just kind of point. There, set up a perimeter. And these two get to use their dash action as a free action.
How dashing of them.
Oh, they don't have water walk.
Right.
Alright.
Must be some natural effect on the water.
That's the end of the Glassblades. Tem, you are up with Zakkai on deck.
Whatever weird gas must have come out of that portal that made Tem kind of fucked up for a second there as he sees the Nautilus
I don't know what you're talking about. This is
creature.
the best Tem has ever been.
As he sees the Nautilus creature, it like sucked all its tentacles in. What happened to the people that were in its tentacles when it like sucked in?
They're in there.
They're inside him now.
Uh-oh.
Seeing that, snaps Tem out and be like, "Wait, innocent people? What's going on?" Oh shit!
We don't know they're
Think about the people.
Tem like shakes himself off a little bit and goes, okay, well, I guess if we want to try and deal with the people first, oh, right, and he'll like take his little the little half cloak of the quilt and be like, oh, I wonder. He'll like kind of like shake it out and like shake it at the creature as a bunch of like sparkling dust flies off, and he's gonna cast sleep on it.
That's
Oh,
right.
yes.
Oh, definitely taking some damage.
And sleep works differently now. Actually,
Oh, does
it's
it?
a save.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
So
like
it's
a roll for hit points.
it's
only
no
one-
longer roll for hit points. It is each creature of your choice within a 5-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or have the incapacitated condition until the end of its next turn, and then it can repeat the save.
The old way was kind of fun though. There's not
I
so many
know.
spells where it's like you roll for hit point
I
total.
know. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of fun.
It's a what save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. That'd be 5.
So it fails.
Yay.
Incapacitated until its next turn, and then it makes the save again. If it fails the second save, then it has the unconscious condition for the duration of the spell.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
The spell.
Flap this like old quilt at it, all those specks come at it. It gets into these large kind of like squiddy eyes that like are now blinking differently, and it definitely looks magically suddenly really drowsy.
Everybody, calm down. I don't know what was happening. I really. And then it will. This is of note. Spell ends if the target takes damage, or someone within 5 feet of it takes an action to shake it out of the spell's effects. So, but at least bought some time too if we want to try and extract the people. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, that's it. Actually, I'm gonna move because I can get closer. Maybe. Oh, I will try, and since it's now sleepy, I wonder. Yeah, I'll get up close to it, and can I see anyone like stuck inside of him?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 19.
19. You just like get in there, and now that, especially because of the drowsiness that's kind of on it, it does seem to be a little bit lack in its kind of like grip. And you do kind of try to get a good angle. You see up within the shell a pair of like legs that are like kicking.
Oh no!
Within grasping reach or no?
Like a cat and
Yeah.
mouse situation.
Okay, I'm gonna see if can I like hang in there and then try and I don't know. On my next turn, I guess, try and pull it out or go for it. I don't know. I'll wait until I see what other people's actions do, but I'll just stay right there for now.
You say that, and you just hear.
Yeah. We're coming. Give me a second.
Anything else?
I don't think I have a bonus action that I can do. Let me see. Yeah, no one's within touch reach right now, and I do actually have this that maybe can be applicable.
I like how pointed that this was.
Well, maybe. It's a very specific cantrip that may or may not be applicable.
Oh.
Depends on how
So
cool
Tem
it
is
is.
going to be like, okay, wait, I just gotta feeling still fuzzy. I have to think for a second. And Tem is gonna cast the cantrip Moment to Think.
Is that a bonus action?
It is a bonus action, and it slowly, like the water undulating down the river, the like tentacles as it's like drowsy, everything freezes. Time fully stops, and so within this, I can only do some very specific things. I can basically take the study, utilize, or search action while everything is like frozen. Can I guess study the creature and see if there's any like these mollusk creature type things have weird reflexive like muscle reactions, things like that. Does there seem to be any like weak points on it or some area that might be of particular vulnerability / interest on the fleshy parts of it?
Give me an investigation.
Yeah.
It's like you can't just pull the person out. You gotta.
Yeah, where's the button to push so that it lets go, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta tickle it so it loosens up.
So the spell's to a bonus action to make a check.
Yeah, basically like
Oh, cool.
adds for an extra check. The what it says is When you cast a spell, you briefly stop time for everyone but yourself. Take one additional action and move around in your space while no time passes for other creatures. That action can be used only to take this search, study, or utilize action.
That's cool.
Furthermore, you can't affect or damage any creature or object other than objects you are wearing or carrying. If an object leaves your hand, it also becomes frozen in time. So it's basically just like, I'm gonna check shit out.
Yeah.
An extra
Pause.
little
Yeah.
something that would take like a full action.
A
to, like,
micro time
investigate.
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Zach from
That's very
Saved
neat.
by the Bell.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
That's-
a kind of like, so guys.
Yeah. Investigation. Yeah.
Yep.
That is a dirty 20.
Filthy.
Yeah.
You are like kind of investigating
Good
it. You
judgy
do
mind.
get at least a little bit of kind of intuition from it as it's sort of like drearily swaying a little bit, and you can just sort of like it's kind of an uncomfortable sight. It's just wriggling maroonish flesh inside, kind of moving around. As like you see the tentacles moving, there is that sort of like almost kind of like cephalopod and like beak kind of mouth at the end. It doesn't seem to be like gnashing or biting at the people at the moment. Might seem too dreary or drowsy to do that. As the teeth kind of like slowly open and close, you do see a sort of viscous green fluid, kind of like saliva in its mouth, and just from like the investigating it, you can tell like, oh, that's a toxic substance. That's a self-defense.
Acidic of some kind, poisonous. Yeah. Okay.
It's clearly some sort of like self-defense mechanism of this creature of some kind, but it's a wrong prick from these spines could be poisonous.
From the beak or from the spines? Sorry.
Oh, sorry, the teeth.
The teeth.
Not
the
the.
teeth. Yeah, the teeth. Okay. Okay. As someone who's this is wild. And then time like unfreezes, and Tem will just be like, "Okay, it's sleepy, but it's also poisonous."
Okay.
Zakkai, you're up. Do with that information as you.
Watch out for the tip.
Are we attacking it?
It will wake up.
If I attack it.
Yeah.
Let's just try to
Are
get the
they-
people out.
are
Get
they
the people
gonna
out.
Yeah, we gotta save the people.
Okay.
There's people in there.
Okay. All right.
I have a child.
I'm gonna leap off the dock and
Remember, the baby could have a bomb.
and my sand is gonna kind of catch me as I create that cloud with my item, and I'm gonna float up and I'm gonna start to try to like pull one of the people out of the the creature's like shell, the folds.
Give me a
The
sleight.
folds.
Give me a sleight hand check.
16.
You're able to at least kind of like get a grab onto like you're kind of like reaching around there, doing that sort of like where you look away and reaching. 'Cause it is squishy and slimy in there as you reach around, and you do feel somebody's like hand reaching out before you do eventually grab, like basically like grab a hold of somebody's hand. And they're
Pulling someone out of the creature.
Yes.
You have to be next to it.
I'm flying next to it.
You're flying. Oh.
Yeah.
I think I have a
Flyer.
second fly
Let's
thing.
get the flyer.
Nope, it broke. Literally as I was taking it out of the box.
Oh no!
Don't worry about it.
No. Well,
It's
I'm
just
Nothing
borrow
hot
that
glue
one. Borrow
won't
that one. Yeah. I love it.
There
I
you
do
go.
need a
Nice.
hot glue gun soon. I'm so excited.
There you go.
Finally have a reason.
There you go.
I know.
Flying attack. Or Zakkai. But no, you're able to kind of grab hold of somebody and it kind of at least pull them free, and the weight is suddenly like pulls you a little bit. As but no, the cloud is strong enough to hold
Yeah.
like 500 pounds, I think.
Something like that.
So you're able to pull. There's a half elf that like gasping for breath as you pull them onto the sand. Thank you so much.
Yep. You're welcome.
What
the
the hell
second
is that?
law
What
is
the hell
here
is that?
to save the day. We have no idea.
Mhm.
We just know that it is poisonous. So you should get out of here as quickly as possible.
Maybe wash off.
And then I'm gonna kind of float down enough to like drop them off at the corner of that dock.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'm gonna look over at Tem and be like, "What the fuck is this thing?"
I don't know, but it made me feel real weird when it came out. It was like, what was happening?
It was more like, whoa. Man.
Are you feeling alright?
There's something weird with this thing. I don't know.
Anything else?
That was my full action, and then a bonus. I don't really have too much. Truly. I'm gonna cast Rock Slide as a bonus action. I'm going to turn the. I'm gonna kind of like shift onto the sand and like it's gonna harden under my feet as I like ride it down like a little jagged surfboard as I rock slide down like over like its face.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
It's a dex save.
It is, yes.
7.
Fails.
It is not very dexterous.
That will be a d10 of damage. 10.
Does it make a save when it or does the spell end?
No, the spell just ends, so it starts waking up.
Oh.
Oh.
Thought the whole point was we weren't going to damage it.
Yep. Sorry,
There's
I was
still
like,
one
what
more
can I do with the
person
rest
in
of my
there.
turn?
You can take that again. Cool.
I'll take that back.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
No,
That
it's
was.
okay.
No, that's
I had a.
I mean, it's gonna have to get
Had a-
damaged
had a
eventually
brain fart.
anyway. My main thought was like, let's save the people and then we can wail on it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
totally. That's. I was being silly.
Zakkai was like, you know what's cool? Cool and saving people? Hurting people.
Oops.
Because he just got one guy. How many other people were in
Just
there?
one.
Just
Just
one
one.
more, right? Okay, so
Where's
one
the
more.
other?
Like, if
Where's
if
the
it
other
fails to
person?
save next turn,
And then it's unconscious.
completely unconscious.
Yeah.
so-
No, totally.
Yeah.
So
I
we
know. I
should
realized
avoid
that was very
hurting
silly
it
of me.
until-
I'm on board.
And then it just
I mean, if it makes the
I'm
save,
on board.
it's-
Problem solved.
Anything else, Zakkai?
No.
Nik-Nak, you're up.
Okay. What I want to do,
Use your surgical hands.
I love when turns start that way.
I want to have.
asleep.
No, I want to have.
Tell me if this is allowed.
It's asleep, right? It's just not unconscious, or what is it?
It's like
drowsy. It's like drowsy, incapacitated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Currently going.
He's like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would. This I think is still
He's
okay.
fighting it.
I would like to have Sledgehog come up next to me and the creature. And I would like him to gently, as slow as he can, pry its mouth as far as he can open. Just
Okay.
gently. Just
gently.
sleep.
You're not like shaking it.
Nope.
You're not shaking it.
Nope.
Okay.
It's just to widen the hole.
Yeah.
It was already kind of gnashing
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit, right?
Like
so
a
you're just
Thursday
keeping
night.
it open,
Yeah.
kind of.
And so
right?
while
Yeah.
he does that, as far as he can, I'm gonna
Whoa.
take
Yeah.
the rod of many sizes,
Whoa.
put it in, and extend it so that it's locking his
Yes.
jaws. And then I'm gonna.
It'll be this way.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever makes
Maybe
sense.
But-
Hot dog or hamburger? Yeah.
Ew.
And I will, once it's there, and I'll give it like a, just like a tiniest little, like it's nudged in there.
It's real nasty in there. It's real gross. But it has this like the mouth is like there's a small like puddle and it's all dripping with like this thick green kind of like saliva. And even just kind of like sticking your head in there a little bit, it kind of like stings your eyes. It's a
That must have been what was making me feel weird.
Okay.
That explains everything.
Yeah.
So that's both of our actions. I am going to slowly step away from the creature. That's probably good. And then I'll have Sledge also back up like there. So it's just like
Wait, what was your action? Was
putting the rod of many sizes to lock
Okay, and his
open
action was
its
to check.
mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just making sure that I'm not gonna fall in the water.
Oh,
Like,
man.
does it make it save on your turn?
On its turn.
On this?
top of the round. Harmony, you're up.
Um, The other feet that were sticking out were on like also like on the side where Tim was
yeah,
looking.
Tim.
Rope! Go save the other person! And it has a fly speed of like 30, so I think it should be able to get. So it should fly over. And I'll just be like, it's around on this side. Tem can show you exactly where, and you just are gonna just gently grab both ankles, both feet, and to just pull them right out. And so, as I'm kind of explaining and directing rope, I still have my lyre and
New fan favorite character, Rope.
Rope. Oh, Rope.
Hey.
And I'll just play. I'll keep playing my little sea shanty, and I'll see if I can make him a little sleepier even, and I'll cast Dizzy on it. It's an intelligence save.
-2.
Wow.
It is dazed until the end of its
Probably
next
that's why.
turn.
And it's intelligence minus.
Although I suppose, like, are we able to make spells non-damaging if we want? Because it's not. It has like multiple effects. It's like 1d6 psychic, but also makes it dazed.
I
You-
think you can knock down.
You can, yeah, you can choose to negate damage if you
You
want.
can. With a spell?
I mean, it's not an attack spell.
That's the only reason I would consider, because it's not a fully.
Otherwise, I
Yeah,
guess
like, you can do like non-lethal damage, but
But
you
it would
still
still be
do
damage.
It's
damage.
still damage. I mean, it does. If the spell does damage, it does damage.
Okay, yeah.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
so then instead I will, as I'm playing this song, I'm like, let's pick it up a little bit, and then like other bells and instruments and like ankle things all pop up on all my limbs, and I just start like stomping, and then I'll cast Dazzling Barrage on it instead. And
It's a wisdom save, right?
220. Yes. Yeah.
13.
Fails. It is blind. I'm gonna blind it. Blind.
We're doing it.
Extra sleepy
He's
time.
blind.
Can't
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
Darkness.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah. So
Sensory deprivation.
even if
It's
it,
definitely like-
even if
just
it
you
wakes
wait.
up, it'll be blind at least.
She's blind.
Okay.
Anything else, Harmon?
And
We're trying to show the guards that we're not
Maybe this
a
one more life.
threat. We're
Jaws
trying
of
to
life.
save the people.
Yeah.
We got to kill it.
who's
Kill it before it
after
kills
me?
us.
Basil's after
Oh, no.
me? Anara.
No,
Oh, no,
Basil's
it's me.
next. And then,
Oh, no, sorry, yes.
I
Basil's next.
was picking this time.
Yeah, Basil, and then.
Oh, okay. Basil, make sure you grab on tight to any of the tentacles if it wakes up, and I'll give you inspiration again. And then
Keep my
Anara's
eyes on it.
like, yes, kill it.
Are we killing it? Or are we
Did the
saving
rope
it?
grab on? Did it out? What happened with the rope?
Oh,
It goes after me.
After you. Okay.
So, I can give inspiration and still command my item as part of the same bonus action.
Mhm.
And I'm assuming, because I'm using my lyre for inspiration, can I also do the charisma save thing for the enervation die again?
Oh, yes, you're using the same line.
Well, that would be good for its wisdom save. Do you just decide when it uses it, or what's the? Or,
It's ability checks.
not
It doesn't say
saves.
saving throws, but it's
But you-
attacks or ability checks.
Okay.
You can give a positive one and a negative one in the same action.
Yeah,
Dope.
it's part of the lyre.
Yeah.
If I give,
The
if I
fancy
give
lyre.
someone,
Anytime you
Wait
give
for
a
us
bardic
to save
inspiration,
thing.
she can give an
Okay.
I thought you just like chose.
but they still have to do a
time.
save.
That's cool.
For it to have it apply.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
So it's a charisma save.
13.
Alright, it fails. So it's got a little die. But yeah, I can't really use it for a save and throw, but okay, that's my turn.
And then the rope is gonna try to rescue that person.
And then Now rope. Rope!
Could rope make an athletics check for me, please, or a strength check?
Would it maybe have advantage because its mouth is agape?
Well, it's pulling.
It's
the
pulling from like a
person.
suckered area, like
Yeah.
inside.
Oh,
It's not
I
in the
thought
mouth.
it was in its mouth. That's
It's not
why.
in
It's
the
like
mouth.
weirdly
Oh,
in the
well,
side
now it just
skin.
looks funny.
Yeah.
But it can't bite people.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It could.
poison.
I think it might be able to spray. I don't really know, but.
When that, yeah.
I mean, if it's lucky.
You tried to
There's
with
lots
your
of
mouth wide
squelching, spraying, tentacles. We're really doing it tonight.
That's
Yeah.
what happens when I
Yeah.
just am a little
Yeah.
away.
Have you ever spit in your mouth while
Talk to
open?
me.
Well, try it.
Yeah, it can gleek. That's
Gleek,
what it's
yeah.
called. Yeah.
This is a really weird fight.
It's a weird fight.
Yeah. Anyways, but its strength is 18, and I was 11 plus 4, so 15 strength to pull the person out.
Oh, okay, yeah. In which case, the rope kind of, you watch it wrap around that one of those ankles and just kind of tugs, and they, like a like a pinata, just fall down and tumble next to
And
you.
please do the squelching sound to thank
Right
you.
into the
Yeah.
and right into the water because they do not have
They'll
water.
clean right off then. That's
I could try if I was already prepped under there. I could try and catch them.
Oh, okay. Make it
Yeah.
next stage.
Yeah.
Or
As like a free action of me just sticking my arms out, maybe to just be like, I'm over here.
And then I
grab it
guess-
with your cane.
Yeah.
You know.
I would
Yeah, I
just-
have my staff.
It's got a little hook on it.
You're just
probably.
still like doing.
I mean,
the
I don't know
thing.
why I'm looking at this. I know I add nothing to dexterity stuff. So. A
And-
3.
you hold your arms out and they'll
Go
right
right
between your
Oh,
arms and
shit.
splash into the water.
And now
At
we'll
this
just
point, we're
turn
gonna
to the glass blades, and if we don't attack it, it's almost asleep. It's gonna fall asleep. We put it under a spell, a magic spell.
Alright. Basil, you're up.
I'm going to get up close to it and just be like menacingly getting ready for any of the tentacles to be like coming up, and I'm getting a sense of my like electrical current, and then I'm getting like I'm closing my eyes and getting a sense of like the magic current that's in this thing, and I'm just slowly like envisioning me just like snipping away at the little like tentacles and like bonus action activate the scarf. So I'm just gonna like double my movement speed and just be magically like pacing around, just like getting ready to snip it as I
Weirdly, very creepy and threatening.
just ready
Rapidly
to
moving.
attack. And I'm ready, and then I envision snipping away an electrical current inside the creature, casting Hex to give it disadvantage on Wisdom.
Yeah, that's the
it
fucking
needs-
move.
It is Hex.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
And that is Earthing.
Nice.
Frickin' clutch.
Anara, you're up. Is calamari on the menu tonight or not?
Can she hold
Is
back?
calamari on the menu tonight for Anara or not?
Can she hold
Well,
back?
we're
her
so
voice?
close. We're
Yeah.
so close. enough.
Your inner
Well, I'm
organ
just
life
not
is being like, kill the
Oh my
monster.
God,
But
yeah.
Slay the
something with
beast.
the changing.
Yeah.
It was something where I only had 4 views.
Yeah, hold your action.
An attack action. If it wakes up, I
Self-esteem.
will attack it. Which I think can be a sneak attack because
Oh yeah.
Tam is flanking, so I'm ready to administer a blow. If it
A
does
dose
not fall,
of
if it
death.
falls asleep, then I won't attack. But if it does, I'm ready.
Take 2 and call never.
Because I don't want to ruin all this good work that's been done. I actually do want to ruin it, but
Yeah.
I'm going to choose to not.
Very big of you.
I just do what Harvey says.
That brings it to
I was basically following Basil. If Basil had gone in and attacked it, I was going for it.
I was almost have to be like, Jaws of Life, it won't do damage.
The glass plate said to kill it! We should follow orders!
But then the rope saved it.
That
It's
your
like,
holding
okay,
action,
there's nothing
Richard?
left.
That's it, because I can't take a bonus action as
Oh, yeah,
well,
that's
so it's a held action, so
Well,
that's,
yeah.
that's all that's all I can do.
Brings
So I was
it
like,
When I
to-
guess
it's-
bonus action, I'll patient defense.
There we
No,
go.
I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You got so psyched and then you got really patient at the same time.
It is
I was
its
envisioning.
turn. It has disadvantage on wisdom.
Disadvantage. Yes. The save is a 16.
Falls asleep.
Yeah.
Unconscious.
Yes.
So that means many
Drop into the
things.
water.
Now, unconscious, it will be inert, so it's incapacitated and prone. Speed is 0. Attack rolls against it have advantage.
I'm attacking.
Automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Any attack roll that hits, is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. And unaware of its
Gather around,
enemies.
everyone.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not got any enemies inside it, right?
No, it's done.
No.
Yeah, we've saved all the people.
I did
Yeah,
pull
kind
the
of.
person.
They're under the water, and we'll get them when we can get under the water. But you know, for now, they're just floating down the river.
Presumably they were this close to the docks.
Yeah,
they
they're
could
just
swim.
like-
Making
We do have to kill it.
I'll start
Yeah,
pulling
yes,
people.
now-
I'm pulling
now-
the people.
Tem goes, all clear.
I'll make my attack.
We're just killing it after all that.
What else you gonna do with it? You want to keep it as a pet?
And I thought the
Wait,
guys
they
were gonna
might-
take
they
care
might-
of it.
Just see if the glass blades.
They said
Oh,
kill
yeah,
it.
they did.
Alright.
There's gotta be.
Alright.
I think that might be
They
protocol.
What about a
Alright,
zoo?
Anara, second.
What about a zoo or a refugee program?
I thought that was the whole point. You know.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'll
kind of
keep-
what I was
I'll
thinking.
just keep yelling at you, just attack
Tem at first was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then he saw I was harming innocent people. So at this point,
Yeah.
it's an enemy. Yeah.
You'll wake up and start harming people.
Right.
Yeah, fair enough.
That is a nat 20
Hey.
anyway.
Hey,
Yeah, of course.
Anara doesn't eat it anyway.
Quadruple.
I wish it's that.
Okay. I'm curious if you'll take it out or not. Probably not. We'll see. It's Anara. It's a crit, and you have sneak attack.
Oh, I just think it's
And you can re-roll and
one you roll this right.
Yeah.
2d12.
Wow. Quite an improvement.
Oh yeah.
25, 31 points of slashing damage.
And that's with the double?
That's double the dice.
Anara, show us how it's done.
Yeah.
Well, I think as it falls asleep, it's not really that spectacular.
That's true. You just like put it away and just like.
Probably the most effective, least elegant final blow, but it's pretty
Yeah.
Pretty
Humane, at least,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. It didn't feel anything.
I want
It
to
didn't feel
accidentally say
anything.
that as like hits Nik-Nak. Sorry. Don't suck that. It's poisonous.
Ow!
Sorry. Watch the mouth.
Can you get the stick back?
Oh! As it starts to
Sing.
starts to
like
sink.
slowly sinking on water.
Try and grab the what is
The
it
rod
called?
of many
Rod of
sizes.
many sizes out. It can go smaller again. It's jammed in here real good.
Your Tem will run over too, and we'll all be pulling on the
I
rope.
gotta pinch the little buttons on this thing.
All together now.
All together. You gotta twist it. How did you get it in? Of your How did you get it in?
Pinch the
Pinch
jaw.
the-
Make it go small. Rope, help them. It just wraps around the thing. You're like, nah. The poor dead creature. Get it out.
The worst ragdoll physics.
Yeah, it's just.
It's thrashing. It's thrashing.
Just in case next episode doesn't make any sense, this one might not make it to here. But you are effectively out of combat, and as the glassblades do sort of like run up and try to investigate, but they're well done.
We got it.
Yeah, I think we have everyone. Did we save?
Yeah, I got him out. I had pulled him up.
I'm pulling them out of the water.
How long is this water going to be walkable?
For an hour. We could run down.
Oh.
the way.
Oh, well,
That's really.
Shit, let's get out of here.
you guys
We got
got
some questions. Gotta go.
Try to catch it, sucker.
Yeah. What do the glassblades? Does this look like normal for them? Like, oh, this just happens.
Kind of protocol for when
Yeah,
a
like,
thing
It does
opens.
seem pretty. I mean, they do seem to go into. I mean, depends on how long are you sticking around, or are you guys just booking it?
What do they do? I mean, I guess as we're
Yeah.
thinking
looking.
of getting the
I
rod
gotta
back, are they
Haul the thing's
They-
dead ass out of the water.
Yeah.
are they
looking
seem
at-
curious? Do they?
There's the one like kind of officer glassblade who does stay on the dock and sort of just looks down and supervises, while the other two like fish people out of the water, make sure like, are you all right? They do start
At
asking
first.
like, they start taking accounts. They go into like policeman mode. They take out little notebooks like, okay, where did the portal like occur? At like what time of day? Was it large? Was this the only thing that came through? Was there any like they start just running the investigation after a crime scene sort of situation. They do sort of expect you all to wait.
I
Speaking of-
wouldn't run.
No.
Speaking of
yeah.
portal, did it just close up? Is there any like ripple or anything there? Can I sense anything?
As it kind of tumbled out, it just sealed right
Okay,
back
so
up.
okay.
Do they have questions?
We
for
should
us,
go,
or-
right? We should just.
They do kind of like,
Yeah,
oh, if you
I-
just have for one moment, do you have a, we need to take a statement from all those present.
I mean,
Did you
the
do anything
statement
wrong?
is
Maybe we
Came
can.
out
second
of
law
the
rules.
It picked up the people. We
Yeah,
saved
fine.
them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
these are all,
First law,
all
second law.
persons present and accounted for, or were any
Fucking love that.
consumed?
No, we were able
No,
to
we
save
saved
everyone.
We
Nope,
saved
all
them.
alive.
The second law, we saved them.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, write that down.
That's our name.
The second law.
Yeah, way to cut in our turf. Snip.
You give
How-
Zakkai, give me an insight check real quick.
18.
Only because you were the one who said it and were like immediately talking to him. As soon as you're like, yeah, the second law, there was like a little squint in the eye where they do not like that. They do not like the idea of a second law running around calling themselves that. But they do
Sure.
jot that down and give you a sort of like look, but move on to another question.
Yeah, everyone's safe.
Yeah, it's kind of lucky we be here.
Yeah.
You know what? We really have to run. We're late for something.
You guys can properly dispose of this creature. I'm sure it was, scared and out of
Yes,
out of-
we'll have the river drain and evacuated.
Okay. Yeah.
Does this
Waste of water.
happen often? Has this type of creature come through a portal before?
None quite like this one, but sure, we get this sort of stuff a lot.
Will you just
Well,
just kill them right away, no matter what? If they
Typically, if there's any sort of damage, assaults, anything that comes through on their end towards citizens of Yokai, there's already to protect.
It did
By
start
any means
grabbing
necessary.
people, so it felt like the right thing to do. But
Yeah.
I think Harmony's right.
Clearly, there are other protocols. If there are humanoids or creatures of a certain intelligence that do come through, we do have a welcoming committee, so to speak, just to make sure that they are not harmful, they are not aggressive, they do not mean any ill will towards our plane. Sometimes we get those, sometimes we don't. But unfortunately, these are more common.
is that like a branch of the Glass Blades, or is it a different organization within the city that
It's
I
we
would
handle
love to know about it?
We handle it, and we make sure that if it's an intelligent creature or perhaps a race we're familiar with, we have a sort of welcome to the material plane sort of packet.
Are we talking to Ice?
yeah, we are
A
literally
little
talking
bit.
to immigration right now. Yeah.
We're just talking fire.
As long as they assimilate properly.
Yeah, as long as we see that they're not a threat and we'll, assimilate to our ways.
That's essentially what he said.
Yeah.
I'd love to maybe work with that group at some point. I feel like, violence first, just because you don't recognize what type of creature it is. I don't know. If you were all suddenly transported to a different plane, wouldn't you be afraid?
Scared. Yes.
and
It was
maybe-
clearly frightened and
Some of
doing
us from the
things.
Fae are quite nice.
As you kind of talking, you see that the two just standard glass blades just kind of exchange look and kind of nod at you I didn't really see it that way, I suppose. But the commander walks to the edge and is there a problem? Is there anything that needs to be done? Are you prepared to evacuate the area? We do need to drain this.
We're
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
No, not anymore.
Harmony.
I guess we just.
Another battle, another
It's,
day.
Yeah.
Why?
Hey.
I want to do something. That's a really bad idea. What Nik-Nak would probably want to do.
Oh, I love those.
These glass blades.
Yeah.
Stronger than steel, you say?
That's what they say.
While they're talking,
Mm-hmm. You try to grab a cop's gun.
Try and
Oh,
steal one
God.
of the glass
Do I
blades.
notice Nik-Nak trying to do this?
Make a
Yeah,
sleight of hand
I-
check.
We're making this much because I want to help him if I
Hey.
notice what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
Sleight of
Can
hand.
I make it
And I'm getting
check
into an
noticing-
idealistic argument.
Yeah, I'll join with
You
Harmony,
definitely
being like,
know
I
the
know
look
that
of
you're
it.
right. so
Yeah,
you got
That's
it.
what Nik-Nak wants to do. I want to kind of increase the distraction to make it easier for him. I want to give him the help action, basically.
Give me a sleight hand check, and if it is noticed by either of your passive perceptions, then you will notice it, and then you can take steps to
Okay.
assist or
To
not.
assist.
But-
Okay, well, your passive is probably good. So.
Yeah, it's 20. So
Yeah. Okay.
Sleight of hand, you say?
Yes.
roll like high, but not too high.
I rolled a 24.
24.
That's higher than my passive.
Yeah.
You don't need the help.
When did my
Yeah,
passive
right.
investigation of 19 come in handy?
I also
Pass is gonna be that.
I know.
But for the
I still
dumbest
don't
looking
understand
guy.
what passive investigation.
Mm.
Right.
I don't understand what that
Right out
a detail that
I
you
know.
could see at the normal without looking for it. I don't know.
It's investigation.
Yeah, right, I know.
I know.
I guess the DM would just tell
You may add the glass blade short sword.
Oh my god.
Hell
And Nik-Nak
yeah.
Awesome. Last blade short sword.
Well, now we really gotta go.
Oh, I'm gonna do
Goot.
some research on this.
Goop.
Okay, well, I understand that, I know I can't just change the way everything works right now,
Soon,
but
Harmony, soon. We will.
just so you know,
The second law cares about people.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of political situations
Of
across
all
the
shapes and
world.
sizes.
Yeah.
Everyone
no
is
matter
valid.
where they come from or what plane they're from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like now noticing that one of them was missing their blade.
I think we should really get going, everybody.
Yes.
Grab Nik-Nak by the shoulder.
These-
Okay.
wonderful
He just looks
Well,
at me.
people
Yes.
need to go about some
No, I
sort
want to
of
see that funny
useless
thing as
business.
well.
We need to get dinner.
Yeah.
You're right, it is dinner time.
Yeah.
But thanks for all your help.
I'm feeling
Of course,
fish.
Appreciate you.
Be-
all-
Be safe, be
I mean,
well.
this
Calamari,
is
calamari.
alternative
Yeah.
for the first law. We just step in when the first law isn't quite right there at the moment.
We just happen to be in the right place at the right
It's just
time.
lucky. It's just
Yeah,
lucky.
we
It's just
definitely
lucky.
were in
Honestly,
the
you had
right
it
place at the
covered.
right time.
You had it covered. We just we're glad to assist.
Well, we have a dinner reservation.
Yes, we must go.
Be well, be safe. Kind of finish taking down notes and stuff. As you're kind of like walking away, wondering.
I think we all walk on the river up.
Yeah.
Can we walk as a group
Oh,
up
we
the
walk
river?
on the river.
Yeah.
Into the sunset.
Yeah, walk up the
Yeah.
river into the sunset. That's what we're doing. Yeah,
No, that's the way this episode is going to end.
That's exactly right. There's no better
No,
way.
it all walks. We keep on going, and then the spell ends. We all
yeah. Yes.
like right as the credits are still rolling. The last like 5 seconds, just like roll, splash.
Love that.
Amazing.
Second law.
Second law.
Second law.
Fantastic job, you guys tonight. That is actually will end the episode. Because there's no better way.
Sunsets.
So you have
was
at
good.
least your heading, your goal, the means of travel, and start time for tomorrow morning when it's
Yes.
killing in the Sprickles, the Sprickle family.
Sprickles. Headed for the ocean.
Head out towards Port Kazushi.
Or Kazushi.
Thank you much for joining us tonight for this one-of-a-kind episode.
What a trip.
What can you say? It's always a good time with the second law.
Absolutely. And until then, any friendly advice for any of the players out there?
Go for the cop's gun.
Yeah.
Wait,
You heard it here.
Wait till your enemies are
You
unconscious
didn't hear
and
it
kill
here.
Yeah,
them.
wait till they're asleep and then do this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then grab a cop's gun. All right, bye guys.
Bye.